Menu narration option is set to off.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get.
It's week 15 of the 2026 season, and we've got CeeDee Lamb. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Cowboys and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if there'll be anything special in store for him today.
And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Thorpe. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Thorpe. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass.
He's got a man, complete, touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed. Take and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Let's go now. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And some room to roam now. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
And finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits. Everyone was in the right place.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Off the play fake. Howard. They'll roll him out right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that passes. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
2nd drop. for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cowboys had 10-3 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 41 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking to them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Oh, it's a wobbler here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Here's Howard on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And he returns this to the 22. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
And In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Paul, set up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Thorpe. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Thorpe. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end
end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Thorpe. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down. Thorpe. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's gonna be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Howard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Howard on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Shreds into the stiff arm. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap the...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. To throw on 2nd down. Thorpe completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Thorpe. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee quietly he's told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 195 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, get it right back to him, and let him cap things out.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing to start the drive. Thorpe. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
and they will take over 1st and 10.
Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw is Howard. Off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Dallas, they remain in the hunt for a 1st-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.